Thank you for joining me again for Soon 73, lesson number 34, I believe, step and punch down. So hopefully you have already gotten in a few warm-ups, tuned in with the fact that you're breathing, good posture, lifting from the top of the head is one of the principles that we follow, the principle of alignment. And today we're going to be using the principle of alignment a lot in this lesson. So I hope that you feel ready to go. Let's begin by going through what we have so far in our Soon 73 up until where we are. We know where we are in our space. We're connected to breathing deep and slow. In through the nose, the belly expands. Out through the nose, the belly comes back in. At least 3 mindful belly breaths. From there, we go from Wu Ji into Tai Chi, facing our 1030. Even here at the very beginning, we imagine being lifted from the top of the head. It helps with our spinal alignment in our leisurely Tai Chi and other movements. When we come back to open and close each and every time, it's good to check in not only with being relaxed enough to expand the arms and the belly on inhale, but also being tall and lifted from the top of the head. Single whip left. Fingers point down until they reach the chest in lifting hands. Once more, we have an opportunity to notice standing tall and breathing deep in our open and close. Brush knee left. We can choose to use the toe touch, but it's preferable not to once we've gained the core strength from our practice. But here, we definitely touch the toe and then the heel, coming into intercept, deflect down, parry and punch. Left toes facing 9 o'clock along with the right fist. We remember to not bring the hands in too close to the body or too far away. Finding the balance between is the key. Standing tall, breathing deep in our open and close. Brush knee right towards 3 o'clock. Leisurely Tai Chi. Ideally, the right palm is flat, facing the sky, until we bend the elbow and the fingers point up. We align the feet, aware of symmetry, aware of standing tall and breathing deep and relaxed. Single whip back to the left. First, putting the foot fully flat, then shifting the weight. No weight on the right toes or heel as they turn in, or on the left as we pivot, but then stepping on the left heel. Fist under elbow is in the center of the body. Holding the baby is on the right hip. Stepping to 6 o'clock is our repulse monkey left, which is followed by repulse monkey right. And as you know, brush knee left, still imagining being lifted by the top of the head, but the feet firmly root us into place. Leisurely tie coat with the left palm flat to the sky until we bend the elbow and bring it back to the center of the body, concluding our leisurely tie coat. Awareness of the breath moves the relaxed body. Single whip to the right. The elbow stays slightly bent. The head is lifted. The left foot is rooted as we float out the right for our first step right. The armpits are slightly open in our wave hands like clouds. The upper hand is the height of the chest or the middle dantian. The bottom hand is below the navel, so there's space between the upper and lower hand. We have a third right side step with the toes facing 12 o'clock. The left toes then point towards 130 in our higher horse. The left toes face 3 as we position for toe kick left towards 130. We're facing 130 and kicking towards 130. The hands close a little. And then we have our toe kick right, which goes towards 430. And we know we then put the foot down. Today's move is step and punch down, which looks like this from the side. And when you see it from the front, it looks like this. So we have our toe kick left. We have our toe kick right. And then we step and punch down. And we're about to go over all those details. So shake out a little, and here we go. So we know that we're facing our 3 o'clock when we are concluding our toe kick left. Toe kick right. And the toe and the whole leg and the countenance is facing about 430. Then we bring the foot around with the heel coming down kind of towards 3 o'clock, toe slightly out, but not very much. That's how we put the foot down. Then we shift our weight to the right foot and bring the left heel down with the toe facing 3 o'clock. Notice there's not much space between the feet. It's not a huge distance. That will make a difference in the punch down. So first we have our toe kick left. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Toe kick right. And then the right foot comes down on the heel with the toe out slightly. We shift our weight, the head is lifted up. Now we want to take a small step, touching the left heel. The left toe is facing 3 o'clock as the whole foot goes flat. So from this side, you see there's space between the feet. We are not like this. So that's all we're doing with our feet. After our toe kick right, the right foot comes down, more towards 3 with the toe out a little. We shift our weight, stepping through with the left heel touching down, toe towards 3 o'clock. So we're going to be punching down, and knowing what we're doing really comes into play with what this foot is doing. So here, how far can you sink down? Keeping the head lifted. If we step too big, the back foot has to come up, the heel. But we're trying to avoid that when we punch down. So how we take the step really matters. So let's do it a couple more times. Toe kick right, put the right foot down, not very far away. Shift the weight, bring the left foot forward, toe facing 3 o'clock. Now just kind of sit down a little, but keep the head up. We don't want to wind up doing this. You can see from this is not a good angle. My head is not lifted up to the heavens. So this step makes a difference in that. And as we progress forward, our range of motion and strength will improve. Let's do one more with just the feet. So after toe kick right, towards 430. The right foot comes down on the heel softly. The toe is out a little. We shift the weight to the right foot, stepping through with the left heel touching softly, left toes directly at 3. And when we want to be able to kind of squat down a little, the head up and the heel down. So some days we will not go as far down as other days. And that is okay. But it should never feel like a strain. And we don't want to get into a habit of leaning forward, because not only is this bad for our balance, it also makes us vulnerable. From this position, someone can pull us down, they can kick us in the face, and there's not a lot we can do. But when we keep our head up, now I'm aware of what's going on around me, even though my body's getting lower. I can see what's taking place. It would be much harder to grab me and pull me down. That's kind of the idea. And I assure you, with practice, it'll get easier to go lower and lower. Be patient with yourself. But let's keep moving forward in that patience. Let's bring in the hands. So here we have our toe kick right. When we bring the foot down, now the right palm turns down, the left palm turns up under the elbow, like the parry position. In fact, that's what we do, is we shift our weight. The left hand goes forward towards 3. The right hand comes over the elbow. So tiny little step with the left heel touching the left toe. When we do, flip the hands over just like parry. And then the hands circle to the right hip like holding the baby. From there, we make 2 fists. And you know what we do. We sit down, kind of. Now the right fist punches down. And the left fist is outside the left leg. I'm going to show you the details. So here I am, facing right, 3 o'clock. I have my toe kick, pointing my toe towards 4:30. So I want you to see my hands. So I'm coming down with the right hand in front, left hand underneath, just like parry. I shift my weight, the left hand comes forward. Then as I step, my hands are rolling over. We went over the step. I want you to see the hands. Then the hands slide back to my right hip with the left hand over the right elbow, right palm is up. From there, I make 2 fists. And as I sit down, the right fist goes down in front of the right leg. The left fist comes to the side outside the left leg, but the palm is down. And the fist knuckles is facing 3 o'clock. The right fist is facing the ground, like you're punching down. That's why it's called punch down. Now let's get in the practice. Now that we kind of have a better understanding of the hand position after our toe kick right. Right heel down, left hand under right elbow. Shift the weight to the right foot and send the left hand forward in a parry maneuver. Step small with the left foot and flip the hands over, circling them onto the right hip in the hold the baby posture. Make 2 fists, sink low, punching down with the right fist. The left fist is outside the left leg with the palm facing down. So the right fist punches down, the left fist holds our space. This one's going to be lower, the right fist will be lower, the left fist will be right outside the leg with a little bit of space. Let's do it a few times. I'll give you some different angles too, but for now, the familiar angle, we're facing 3 o'clock together. We have our toe kick right towards 4:30. The right heel comes down, toe angled out, left hand under the elbow. We shift the weight, parry. Then we step small with the left toes facing 3 o'clock as the hands flip over. So the right hand is palm up in the hold the baby position. We shift the weight a little, punching down with the right fist. So the weight is mostly on the right foot. I shouldn't have said shift the weight. So many words to explain, but really it's the doing that makes us better. Toe kick right, heel comes down. We're facing 3 o'clock as we parry the left hand forward. A small step with the left foot, the hands flip over, holding a baby on the right hip. 2 fists form, and we punch down with the right fist. The eyes look down instead of on the horizon like we normally do. We're keeping the head up, but the eyes are looking down towards where we're punching. This is one of the few times we do that. Have you ever felt someone looking at you? That is the energy of someone coming out of their eyes and touching you. You can feel it. That's their chi extended towards you. So where we're looking affects our energy and how all of this works. Normally we have our eyes just with the head level, we're not looking at anything. The eyes are just on the horizon line, right? But here in our punch down, now, even though the head is up, the eyes are looking down towards where we're punching, adding the energy of going down towards the earth, towards the yin, with our fist, our body, the lower dantian sinking, and the energy energy of our eyes all combined together. And we remember the right fist punches directly in front of the right leg. You can really see it when I'm facing the front. And the left fist is outside the left leg. Let's do 2 more times and put it together. So facing 3 o'clock, right toe points towards 4:30. The toe kind of stays towards 4:30, but the heel is more in line towards stepping towards 3, which is where the left hand parries. The left toe points to 3. As we flip the hands, they come to the right hip. Our weight mostly remains on the right foot, and it's the energy of punching down, sinking down, looking down that we're going for. One more time. Toe kick, left. Bring the body in line with 3 o'clock. The left hand parries towards 3 o'clock. Flip the hands over, bringing them to the right hip as the left foot steps, forming 2 fists, punching down with the right fist. The weight stays mostly on the right foot. The head is up. It should be as though we are being lifted from the top of the head, what's called the 100 gathering places. Not in the middle, but at the very top point. Just not quite in the middle, right? The top part, the entire time we practice. This helps with our alignment of our spine up and down, with the alignment of our spine this way. If we're drawn up, it's harder to twist and go in different directions with the spine. And we're aware of that when we're punching down. One more, then let's put it together. Let's do one more to the side, and then I'm going to do it to the front with you a few times, just so you can see it. So we have our toe kick right, the hands open. The hands come together like they're gathering chi, they're condensing energy. We're pressing on chi in the parry, generating more energy. The hands flip over. We're still imagining pressing on chi between the hands. We gather it into our fists and we use it to punch down with the eyes and the fist united. From the front, we have toe kick right towards 4:30. There's a little space between the feet as the right foot comes down. The left hand parries forward. The hands flip as the left foot steps. The hands circle to the right hip. 2 fists form. The right fist punches down. Step and punch down is the name of number 34. That's our move. I'm going to do one from behind so you can follow me completely from behind. Maybe that will help. So imagine this is your 3 o'clock. I'm facing 3 o'clock. So my right toe is toe kick left, right, towards 4:30. Now the left hand comes underneath the right elbow. Shift the weight, parry the left hand towards 3 o'clock. Step with the left heel touching down, left toe towards 3 o'clock. The hands circle on to the right hip, forming 2 fists. We punch down, sinking the body low. But remember, as always in Tai Chi, it should not hurt, it should not strain. Now, if you do it a bunch of times like we are today and you're not used to going low, you might be a little sore tomorrow. But there is some soreness in building muscles. It happens at the gym too. Just make sure you don't strain your joint, a knee going too low. That is part of keeping both heels flat. Here at the beginning of our form, later on we will go low too, but at the beginning of our form, we want to make sure that we're aware of not straining. And if we step too big with the left foot, that means we have to pick up the right heel to go low. Now, when we do that, a lot more force and strain and torque is put on the knee, the ankle, and the hip because we've lost 3/4 of our foundation there is now gone, right? So here at the very beginning, both feet are flat when we are going down in that position. Let's put it all together once. And then anytime you like, you can come back to this point and run through the flow with me. I like that. I like practicing Tai Chi with others, and especially just being at ease and breathing. In and out of the nose, lifting from the crown of the head, but rooting it into the feet is part of the principle of harmonizing yin and yang, the feet being the yin of us, the head being the yang of us, each going in their proper directions. Let's begin our flow, shifting the weight from center just to the left foot. The right toes turn in. You remember how this works. Relax. Remember the principle of sum. Attempting to relax the muscles so much that we might even feel the joints opening. Moving into leisurely Tai Coat. Lifting from the crown of the head and relaxing while moving from the core definitely helps me to feel as though all of my joints are opening. If you forget through the form, when we come back to the breath, lift, root, breathe, relax. Single whip, left, and hopefully we will carry that idea with us of lifting through the top of the head, rooting through the foot that has us, breathing from the belly, slow and relaxed, and staying at ease in the body. If we forget through the other movements each time, we come back to open and close. We have a great opportunity to check those things. Brush knee, left, towards 9 o'clock. I know that at this point your bow stance is getting better and better here. In the beginning of our practice, it's harder to relax, and some of the details are a little elusive. But the more we practice, and the more we pay attention to ourselves and the details, the more mindful we become in our focused 1-inch punch. Not extending too far, not coming in too close, but rather harmonizing yin and yang, which is found both in the inhale and in the exhale, which is yin. There's one to think about. Brush knee right. Leisurely Tai Coat towards 3 o'clock. Attempting to relax fully. but still being drawn up by the top of the head, aware of the feet fully connected to the earth. Breathing is never rushed. Single whip back to the left. Right fist under left elbow. Repulse monkey left. Repulse monkey right towards 12 o'clock. Push knee left towards 9 o'clock leads us to leisurely tie coat. How relaxed can we be? Are we maintaining good posture in our movement? We set up awareness of good posture and moving from our core in our warm-ups and our constant bear. And the other warm-ups, we also connect with awareness of the breath and relaxing into that. Single whip right. Then, after our warm-ups have established the base of alignment and flow without losing connection with the breath, then we bring that into our entire form, even into our wave hands like clouds, just like in the warm-ups of stepping sideways, opening up the hip joints. Here, we only touch the ball of the foot, just like in the warm-up, but then we put the foot flat. All of that is preparing us for our Tai Chi practice. Don't skip your warm-ups. Especially in the beginning of learning. After 3 waves, we have higher horse towards 130 or 2. Right foot stepping back on the diagonal line. Left toes touching lightly as we squeeze or break, turning towards 3 o'clock, first with the left foot, and then the right positioning to hold us for toe kick left, opening the hands with the palms facing, they close. So here in the hands, we're expanding chi while we expand the leg. Then, as we bring the foot down and the hands together in our peri, we're pressing on chi, condensing energy. We flip the hands as the left foot steps towards 3 o'clock. The hands come to the right hip, 2 fists form, and the right fist punches down. Left fist outside the left leg. The eyes are looking down. Oh, look at that. I'm leaning down a little, aren't I? Caught myself. That is the key. Oftentimes we mess up. It's part of it. It's part of being human too. So we have to realize, oh, I messed up, and catch ourselves. And that's how we get better and better and better. Not by getting it perfect from the get-go, but by making mistake after mistake after mistake, and then slowly getting it better and better and better. There's a joke, an old saying in Tai Chi, that the master is the one who has failed the most, because they never stop trying to get it right. Thank you for coming and mastering yourself with me. Learning to control the details of the breath in the body and move it all together as one thing. To me, that's holistic medicine.